What's going on, everybody? We are back and we are in part 3 of our new Minecraft Let's Play series, Debunking Minecraft. If you joined us last episode, you know we had a little bit of a problem with some skeletons in here. We died, we had to come back and get our stuff, and picking up right where we left off, I just came back up through the cave here and picked up a little bit of iron, and we are heading back out. So let's go ahead and head back upstairs, and while we're doing that, you guys are probably hearing a couple of mobs. We're going to come back and inspect those later, but for now, we want to go up here. Okay, it is dark out, so that could be a problem because we are not near our bed, and there are mobs that have spawned up there, so we're going to get some food in us, and we're going to make sure we are nice and healed up, and then we're going to wait just a second, and then we're going to make a run for it. Okay guys, so today what we're going to do is we are going to get into doing some farming. We're going to set up some plant farms. We've picked up a bunch of seeds along the way, so we're going to get that growing. We've got some sugar cane we need to get going to make that, and then we also are going to see if we can get some animal pens going. I think I saw some cows and a chicken running around over here somewhere. I think I see some pigs off in the distance maybe. And yep, there's a cow. Hopefully we got 2. And then maybe if we could even get some sheep, that would be pretty awesome. I know we had some here at the start, but hopefully I didn't have to kill them all to make our first bed. But we'll go looking for some of those, and we'll show you how to get them wrangled up. We're also going to maybe upgrade our tools, since we found quite a bit of iron down in our caving episode last time. We're going to see if we can smelt that up and make some better things. So let's start with, let's get in here, and we've got lots of iron we need to get smelted up. So I'm going to put that in here, and remember, your coal is going to do 8 items at a time. So we know we need about 4 pieces of coal. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and all I'm doing when I pick that up is just right clicking once. So that drops 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to throw that in there just because I don't want to waste that. And I didn't get rid of my flint. Why didn't you guys tell me? Okay, let's put this flint in here. Okay, that's good enough. Here later on, we're going to upgrade that storage system, and that's going to make things a lot better. Okay, we're getting lots of iron. So, tell you what, let's go ahead and pull out these 5 iron that we've got. And we're going to close the door, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to make an iron pick. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just do the upgrade. So an iron pick, you guys saw before that wood did about 51. These guys do about 131. Now an iron pick, let's go over here. You see we got that advancement. Let's just mine 1 block just so we can see what we get. And we'll just pick this guy right here, and then we'll hit E, and we can do 250 items. So that is 119 more items than we could with a stone. So not quite as much of a durability upgrade, but it is a lot faster. You'll notice how quickly I'm able to dig up blocks here versus with this stone pickaxe, little bit slower. Okay, not as much as the wood, but still a little bit slower. So that's a pretty nice little upgrade. The next thing that we can do is we can come in here, and we can go ahead and we can take the rest of this iron. We've got enough iron now that we can go ahead and start making some armor. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make a shield, because I didn't have that in the last episode, and you saw that that ended poorly. So I'm going to take this here, and I think a shield is this with iron here. Yes, I remembered correctly. Okay, so you make a Y shape with iron in the top, and bam, there is our shield. Now that we want to swap the torches out for, and we want to put that there. Iron armor. Now we could have, you can make leather armor, but you cannot make anything below that. So Iron armor is kind of where you start, and then we really want to either enchant it or we want to go up to having diamond armor. So we're going to start off, we're going to make a chest plate. Chest plates are where you're going to get your most protection. So you see that gives us +6 armor. Okay, so we're going to do that. Then we're going to get some pants by doing an upside down U or an N, whatever you want to call that. So then that gives us +5 armor. Now we need a helmet. That's +2 armor. And then we need some boots. That's +2 armor as well. So if we come into our inventory here and we shift click on these, it goes ahead and throws them into the slot. You notice when I did that, down here, we had this armor thing that popped up. So that's a pretty good amount of armor for right now. And we even have 5 iron left. So we got some stuff left we can play with. I actually have another 4 iron here, and then we've got some more iron we can smelt up here in a while. So for right now, let's go ahead and leave that alone and let's move on to the next thing. And that is we need to make some fences so we can make some pens. And I believe we have a wandering trader behind us. We do. What does the wandering trader have? So if you guys didn't know this, this guy appears randomly and he comes around. He's got some pretty cool stuff sometimes. If we right click on him, he wants emeralds for sea pickles, fire coral blocks, pink dye, ferns, dark oak saplings, and podzol. Not the best of trades, but you know, maybe if you leveled him up, he'd have some better stuff. So right now, for one, I don't have any emeralds, and 2, I don't think I really want to mess with him. So we're gonna not mess with that for right now. We are going to come back over here and get started with making our animal pens. So let me come in here and let's go ahead and get some more wood, and we're going to open up our crafting book here. This is something we haven't done before, and if I hit this button, it opens up the available recipes that I know how to make. Okay. If I hit this button up here, that goes from showing all to showing just the items that I can craft with what I have in my inventory. So it's pretty useful if you want to know what you can craft. We're going to scroll over here and look through. We can make some signs. We can make a mine cart. We can make a campfire. We can make cobblestone walls, things like that. Fences is what we want to make right now. If I go over a little bit more, you could see I can also make an oak fence gate. So let's go ahead, and we want to make a couple of those. So if I click on it once, it puts enough in the recipe in my 3x3 crafting grid to make 1 item. But I know I'm going to need a few of these, so I'm going to actually go ahead and make about 6 of them. So that's going to take up a lot of my stuff. So let me pull all 6 of those out, and then I want to make some fences. But to do that, I'm probably going to need more wood. And we've got plenty of wood available. I know I'm going to need more sticks, so I'm going to pull my sticks out here. And we'll start with this for right now. So, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to come out here and we're going to pick a spot. Hello, Mr. Wandering Trader Man. We're going to pick a spot, and I kind of like this over here for making some pens. I think I'm going to make them, I think over on, let's just go right over here and let's put them here. So, okay, what we're going to do, this is something that I like to do, is I'll leave a couple blocks here, and I'm going to start off for 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one that comes here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One that comes off there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll go ahead and make our 7 across here. And what we're doing here is we're just creating some places that we can store our animals. So then we can get into doing things like breeding. Now, one thing that I am going to do here is I am going to, did I miscount there? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did. Can't be having that, guys. Gotta have everything even. Sorry, odd. Symmetrical. Words. Hard. So let's go ahead and take care of that. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So let's do this block here. And there we go. So now I have one here that I can put down, a gate. Well, I don't just want one gate. Something that I've learned playing Minecraft is it's better to have 2 gates. And you might be asking why. Well, when you're leading animals in, if you come in here, you can lead an animal in, and then you can come in and you can close that behind you. So now when you come all the way in, you can close that and you can get rid of your animal, whether you're using a lead or you're using something like wheat. And then you have a second gate where you can come out here and you can close this, open this up, and you're good to go. So it keeps you from losing your animals. I've lost plenty of animals, so that helps things out for me. And sometimes I like to make those a little bit bigger than that. I think I will actually make that 1 block more just because that gives us a little bit more space so that we can get just a little bit more room in between there. And we got plenty of wood, so we're not worried about what that's going to take to make that. So, okay, 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th one here, we want to go ahead and start putting these in. And we're going to go 1 here, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 1. Oh, we're out. So, okay, we go ahead and put this down here, and then we are getting kind of late in the day. So let me just come over here. And we are going to chop down some of these trees, and then we're going to sleep. So let me go ahead and get this stuff built, and then I will see you guys in just a few minutes. So, okay, we left off right here. We want to add in, and that's awfully close to that, so we're going to have to fill that in. We want to add in that there, and then we want to come 1, 2, 3, and then we want to add another pin here. So this will give us plenty of room for the different animals that we want to keep. And these are always expandable and always good to have plenty of room for more. I'm going to go ahead and take this down because we know that we're going to need to go over 1 more to keep everything nice and symmetrical. So again, just to double check, we got 1, 2, 3. So this 4th block over is the one that we want to do that on. And then we want to go bam, bam. Tall grass, what are you doing to me? Okay, and then we'll put down our gate and our gate. Okay, so that worked out pretty well. So now we have space for, we can put sheep, we can put cows, we can put chickens, and we can put pigs in here. And that's a pretty good start. So one thing we definitely want to do is we probably want to fill this stuff in over here with some dirt, a decent amount of space here so that we can lead animals around. I'm going to make some more torches, make sure I got plenty on me, and we can go make more if we need to. But I want to light this up. I don't want to have mobs spawning in here around all of my animals. And bam. Okay, so we've got plenty of torches down. So that's very, very well lit. So that's what we want. All right, so because that wandering trader lost his leads, we actually can now go put leads on animals and lead them over here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take this lead and we're going to go, and I see this cow. We're going to get this cow. And we're going to bring him over just by right clicking. Okay, we've got him on the lead, so he will follow us wherever we go. He's going to go in there. So now I've got to kind of coerce him. So we want you to come here. Come here. So I kind of do this. And then we come in here. So there he goes. He's coming with us now. So I can lead him in here, and then I can bring him in far enough. I can right click, lead drops, and I can close this. Now, if he was to wander back out here, he still wouldn't get away. So that's pretty nice. All right, getting dark again. I'm going to go sleep, and then I'm going to go see if I can't find another cow close by, and I will be back with you guys once I find something. Okay, we're back. We just went right over here and found ourselves another cow. That's awesome. That means we can start breeding these guys up here soon. Let's lead this guy over here, and I will be right back once I've got that done. Okay, guys, we're back, and we've got this cow close. So we've got one guy in here, and we want to bring this guy in, and this is where having these dual gates kind of comes in handy sometimes. So let me get this guy all the way in here, and bam, and then now I can close that, and we are in business. So I am going to go ahead, and I'm going to switch over from getting these animals in their pens, and I'm going to start growing some stuff so that we can get those guys bred. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to make a stone tool called a hoe. Now, you might be asking, well, why are you making a stone one instead of iron if you've got the iron? Well, the truth is, for most of what we're doing, iron is probably going to be more than what we're going to need for a hoe. The durability that we're going to need, a stone one is probably going to do just fine. And because iron is not just sitting around and really easy to find, I kind of want to save it. So I'm going to make just a normal stone hoe. And I am going to use this iron though, and I'm going to make a bucket. So the reason I'm going to make a bucket is because once we start getting our crops set up here, we're going to maybe want to put some water in there. We're going to need that to make farmland. So I've got my bucket. Let me come out here. Mr. Wandering Trader, he's enjoying my house. We'll let him stay in there. And I'm going to actually go back in here, and I'm going to grab my food, and we're going to make sure we eat because we're getting kind of low on the hunger here. Okay, so next thing is we're going to go and we're going to find those seeds. Okay, we got our wheat seeds. I'm going to pull those into my inventory. I'm going to get rid of some of this other stuff that I've got in here. And all I'm doing is I am just holding shift when I click on those, and that's just sending it right into an open slot on the chest. I'm going to bring those in here, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to grab some water. It's the first thing that we're going to do. We can grab it from anywhere. We just want to make sure that we grab from the center there, and we're going to set up a farm. Now, I kind of want my farms to be set up, I'll say somewhat close to where I'm going to have my animals, but I want to have plenty of room here. So I actually think this is going to be the spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and clear this out. Now, a little trick you can do if you want to get rid of the grass in an area is if you have a flat area and you have a bucket of water, if you put that bucket of water down and then you pick it back up, that will clear out the grass in that area. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click and I'm going to do the same thing. And see how it goes ahead and it gets rid of everything for us? Very handy. We got some seeds out of that, so I'll pick those up. And you notice if it's got a direction it can flow, it will do that. So we have to be kind of mindful of that. But we are going to, I got something new. What did I get? Okay, I got an Azure Bluet. I don't know what that's for, but we'll find out later. So let's go ahead and clear some of this stuff out and just make sure everything is kind of clean for us. Plus, we're going to get some more seeds, which is what we're going to need. So, okay, the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we have farmland that is well hydrated. So, how do you get farmland? Well, if you till a block, and I'm just going to come over here and I'm going to till this block, you see that it starts off and it turns into a place you can plant crops. but it's not nice and dark. So if I hit F3 and we go back and we look at our information over on the on the right hand side at the bottom of all the things that talk about my Java edition and my CPU and my GPU and all that stuff, we have targeted block, and it says that it is Minecraft farmland. That's what it says in that second line there in that fourth block. And then it says moisture is 0. Well, we want to get that to where it says it has moisture in it. So if we were to put down a block of, or I'm sorry, if we were to take a bucket and we were to put a bucket of water right here, well, that is going to give this moisture. So here in a moment, that will go ahead and it will transition over to where it has moisture. So that's going to be the key to be able to grow crops faster. You can still grow crops on blocks that are not moisturized, not true farmland, but it's better if they have the moisture because that's going to make them go faster. Now, how far away can we go? Well, I believe we can go 3 blocks out. We're going to test that here real quick. We're going to see how far that one block will moisturize. So one thing I am going to do, I've still got some dirt in my inventory here. I am going to actually keep that water bucket down here on my hotbar, and I'm going to let's move the food out for right now. So you can see, there we go, that's moisturized. So you can see moisture level 7. That means it's got plenty of moisture. So this guy transitioned over, now it's got moisture. So we know that we can go 1, 2, 3 blocks out. These guys are still not, so we're probably going to have more water for them. What I am going to do though is I'm going to, since I put my first water bucket down here, I'm going to mine up this sand, and we kind of need the sand anyway for later on. I'm going to go ahead and mine up this sand. We're going to make sure that we can go 3 blocks away here. So we got 1, 2, 3. I actually went a little bit further. That's okay. You got plenty of dirt. We're going to go ahead and fill this in, and we are going to go 1, 2, 3 blocks over. So we know that that will moisturize. So if I go 1, 2, 3 blocks this way, I should be able to do this whole area. So let's just test that theory out. See if we go 1, and we need to get rid of you, 2, 3, and we need to put dirt in here, and we do 1, 2. Let's see if we get this whole area to moisturize, and we've already got moisture over here, so that's a good thing. Okay, and we went ahead and it went all the way out to here, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out. So I stand corrected. We can probably go even further. So what does it say the moisture level is on it? Let's just go another block and see what happens. So this is the way that we are going to be able to start getting crops going. Now, this is obviously a lot bigger area than what we have crops available for right now, but you know what? That's going to change. So one thing to keep in mind here is when you're doing your farming, if you walk across these, that's fine. If I run across them though, sometimes I run the risk of trampling. And for sure, if I jump up and down, you see how that went from farmland back to just dirt. So eventually, if there's grass nearby, it would spread over. Well, we don't want that. We want to go ahead and make sure that's done proper like. So let's go ahead and get that back to our our farmland, and let's finish doing this. And we know we can actually go a little further here, so I'm going to go ahead and go all the way out here. So you see this stuff is automatically turning back into dirt, so we may be too far away for it to get moisture. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th block out. If this one doesn't moisturize, then we know that we are going to need to put down more water. So while we're waiting on that stuff to happen, let's go back over here, grab our bed, have a quick nap, and then we'll see what happens when we get up tomorrow morning. Okay, we are back, and I'm heading back over here. Let's see what happened with our farmland. And just as I suspected, this turned back into grass. So 5 blocks is probably too much, and that's fine. So what we want to do, though, is we want to start by putting down some wheat seeds. And another little fun thing about the way Minecraft works is it will grow crops faster if you alternate what you have in each area. Now, we only have wheat seeds available, so for right now, I'm not going to worry about it too much, but when we get some more stuff, maybe when we go back over and visit that village, we will see if we can get some more things like carrots and potatoes, which we probably will go do maybe next episode. We can get some more types of crops. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to right click, and you see we got an advancement, a CD place, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put all these down. Okay, so if I want to get the seed back, all I do is left click, and I'm going to go through here, and actually I am going to go ahead and alternate these just because I know at some point we are going to get some more stuff. So right now, that's going to get us started. So let me go over and actually raid that village, and I will see you guys when I get there. Okay, we are here in the village, and the first thing that I'm looking for is the crops. And yes, here we go. We can look at this, and we can, let's turn F3 off. And if we break that, we see that is just seeds, so that's not that big a deal. We're not interested in seeds right now. We are more interested in something like potatoes. And it doesn't look like we've got any. If we right click on this guy, he wants carrots to give us emeralds and beetroot. So that's something we can keep in mind for later. Those are some pretty good trades. So this guy actually has some beetroot. So let's grab his beetroot. Sorry, dude, I'm going to steal your beetroot. And he's got some seeds. We'll put those back. And what do we got here? Carrots? No, we got more beetroot. Okay, I'm going to take that beetroot and let's go look around and see if we've got anything else. Sometimes these villages will give you some pretty nice things like carrots and potatoes and stuff like that, but it doesn't look like they have any of that set up. So we may need to go looking for another village at some point. We don't have to right now, that's fine. That gives us some beetroot, so we can come and we can put those in and go ahead and get started with some of our stuff. And let me come over here and see what... I don't see any more villages off in the distance. Let me go do a little bit of exploring and see if we can't find another village, and I will be right back. Alright, I think we found another village just over this hill here, and we're gonna work our way around and see if what we found is gonna work. Okay, I'm gonna have to go around this way. Think I saw a village over here. Yep, there we go. We got another iron golem, and this is a savanna village. Notice it's a little bit different than the one we were in before that was in a desert. And let's see what treasures this village holds. So I'm going to kind of explore through this thing and just see what we have. Okay, we got some bread. Oh, we got a compass. That's going to come in handy. We got some empty maps. All right, that compass will come in handy for finding our way back to places. And that's actually pointing back to where we need to go to get to our spawn. And we are kind of running out of daylight. Okay, we got some stuff here. Looks like some water in the way this generated tore down some of their farm. I'll go ahead and pick up their stuff. Hey, they got some sheep here. I need to keep that in mind. I can bring those sheep with me later. And let's see what they've got in here. Anything? We've got a smoker, which is good for food. We'll make one of those ourselves here later on. I'm kind of interested in food at the moment. Got some more bread. And we got a couple of villagers in here. Hanging out, having fun. What we got in here? Hi, Mr. Guy. Oh, we got a brewing stand. Oh, we may have to steal that from him later. And let's go over here and let's look at these crops and see what we got. Okay, we got lots of seeds still coming up. Okay, I did find some melon seeds there. That's pretty good. Looks like we got some more. And we've got another bit of seeds here. And what kind of seeds are these? Okay, still got regular seeds. So we're not necessarily finding... Okay, so we got lots of melons here. So that's good. That's going to be a good food source. We're just updating blocks left and right. Okay, well, let's go fix that. We don't want to be screwing up everything. Let me do that. And then I will come over here. It looks like we got maybe some more beetroot seeds. And let me come up here and look at this house. See what's in here. Looks like we just got a crafting table and a bed. And we've got some stuff up here. Let's see what they've got up here before we start heading back home. And we're not too far from home, but we're far enough that we don't want to mess around. Okay, we got some stuff we can explore there later. Looks like we got some more seeds and things up here. Lots of seeds. I'm not seeing any, I'm not seeing anything with like carrots and stuff like that. Maybe there'll be some of those down here. And let me go ahead and fix his farm so that that water's not going down there and screwing everything up. We got an orange bed in that one. And looks like we got some more wheat. Was really hoping for some carrots and some potatoes, but I'm not seeing those anywhere. So what is this? We are looking at, just says growables. It doesn't say. Okay, it does say Minecraft wheat. Okay, we see that up in the corner there on the top left, targeted block. I'm sorry, top right, targeted block, Minecraft wheat, age 4. So that's not what we need. We are getting pretty close to dark here, so I'm either going to have to steal one of their beds or I'm going to have to run to get back to my place. I don't think that's going to happen, so let me just go back through over here, make sure there's no carrots and potatoes anywhere. Let me fix this block so that that water's not flowing. And we do have some more seeds. We'll pick those up because we are going to need lots and lots of wheat. Let me go see if I can steal one of their beds for tonight. And this guy doesn't have one. Let me go back over here and I will be right back with you in the morning. Okay, I am back. It's in the morning and we've got a husk coming in here. We are going to get rid of this guy. And now we're going to go see what we can find, see if there's any more. We do have some more wheat and stuff up here again, but I'm just not seeing any carrots or potatoes, which is kind of odd. That's what I'm used to seeing in a lot of these, but that's okay. We do have some piggies up here. I think we had some piggies over by our stuff, so we're not going to worry about them. But let me go ahead and get back home, and once I'm back home, we'll plant our beetroot, and then we are going to see about breeding up those cows. We are back, and we are over here at our farm. I'm going to grab, since we've got plenty of seeds, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to plant some of this stuff. We got lots of seeds here, so let me go ahead and get those planted. And we'll kind of finish off our alternating stuff here. Almost messed up right there. So we got plenty of seeds. Now these seeds are actually going to be useful for getting some of our little chickens to come and follow us here soon. But for right now, since we know that those guys over in that village like beetroot, let's go ahead and put those 2 beetroot down. And then I might go ahead and put down these melons. Now the melons will grow on the adjacent blocks. So I'm going to put the melon down right there, there, and those should grow over here. At least I think that's the plan. We'll see if that holds true or not. So the first thing that I want to do now that we're back is I want to go ahead and wait for all of this stuff to go ahead and grow up. And we're actually going to go see if we've got anything we can do to speed that process up. So let me go over here. I think I saw where we picked up some bones, and we did. Okay, so if we use bones and we put them in one of our crafting grids, that gives us bone meal. So bone meal, if you didn't know, is great for helping things grow quicker. So let me eat this piece of bread here while I'm at it. And let's come over here and let's go ahead and make some of this wheat grow faster. So if I click on it once, it grows up a little bit. Click on it again, and it grows up quite a bit. And you can see age 7. I can't click again because that means at age 7, and I'm seeing that over in the right-hand side, guys. So if you look over in the right-hand side and you see underneath that targeted block, it says wheat, and then age 7, that means it's grown up all the way. So what I'm going to do, click here. So we've got 2 of them that are completely full grown. So now if I left click, that's going to break. That's going to give me wheat, and it gave me more seeds, which is going to be good. That means we can always replant and never run out. So let me go ahead and get this grown up again here. We'll just use our sheep like wheat. So if you see, these guys are starting to follow me now because I've got this wheat. That's one way you guys can lead them around if you don't have a lead, and it's actually the way I usually do it. I just got lucky and our wandering trader dropped the leads to his llamas. So if I right click on these guys, the hearts come up, and that means these guys are going to make a baby cow. And there you go. We've got our first baby cow. We got the achievement, parrots and the bats. So that's what we wanted to do, because now what we can do is we can wait for a few minutes for this guy to grow up, and then we can breed these guys again, and we can create more cows. And those cows are going to drop some good things. First thing they're going to drop is leather, and they're also going to drop steak, which is great for food, and that leather we're going to need for lots of other things as we move along. So, all right, that kind of wraps things up for this episode. It went a little bit longer than I anticipated, and we didn't get quite as much done as I wanted, but that's okay. So as this day winds down, I wanted to let you guys know that, so we didn't get quite as far as I wanted to today, but that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to pick back up in the next episode. So if you guys are liking what you see, feel free to throw a like on this video, leave a comment, let me know some of the things that you like to do. What are some of your favorite crops? What animals do you like to breed? And hopefully you can even subscribe and watch out for that next video. So that's it for today, guys. We will see you in the next episode.